Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, thank you for coming. We are Team Leboutou, and in our group we are 4 teachers, teacher of English. We have Almighty, Mr. Edu, Hope, and Mr. Zigby. Okay, and we're here to present to you a work on our learners' motivation. And we should keep in mind that Leboutou is a state grammar school in Ivory Coast, of course. And in our context, English is a second language. And it is an obligation as a school subject. We have per class 3 hours per week for the student of first cycle, 4 hours per week for the student of upper 6, except those of upper 6 that are scientific specification. And in our curriculum, we teach the 4 skills: reading, speaking, listening, and writing. And our learners like English because they notice that, and we all notice that English is an important language today. And we work with learners of both cycles. Some of our learners are from first cycle. The other group is for the second cycle. And the ages vary from 12 to 22. And we have been teaching for many years, and we notice that our learners are eager to learn English at the first year. But when time goes on, they don't show any willingness to learn it. So we arise this question: why are our students not motivated? And from this question, we brought out our puzzle, that is, we wonder why our students are not motivated. Okay. So, and we take this puzzle from something that we notice. In our classes, sometimes we come across some embarrassing situations with our students. Example of that is called critical incident. And example of critical incident, we have students who don't do the activities, students who do something else during our classes. So we decided to explore, to understand more what is going on with our students during the process of learning. So we went through some questions that help us to lead our research. And among these, we have 5 questions that are: what sort of activities do I do in the classroom? What are the aim of the activities? How do we give instructions? Do they find the activities easy or not? What activities do they like? So I give the floor to the second. Okay. So
okay. Can I introduce? Okay. I am this. Okay. 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 To solve our okay. What? Okay. So let's continue with the exploration. Okay. So during our exploration, okay, we have self-observation. So I went and in the Mrs. Water classes, and we did some work together. And after that, all right, after that, okay, I have a self-observation in my classroom. I took my my planning, and I tried to, okay, to do the observation, okay. All right, okay. Now, okay, concerning the self-observation, okay, we look at our student behavior during the lesson, and then we ask our students for feedback on the activity, okay? And after that, okay, we use some tools in order to solve our problem. Okay, we have some questionnaire. Okay, we put ourselves some question. Okay, and after that, the activity. Okay, I has okay, we underline the activity, okay, in the classroom. It was the homework, dialogue, project tasks, images, and authentic materials. Okay. Okay, let's go. Yes, we have some questionnaire. Okay, on this spot. Okay. The first questionnaire is okay. Students haven't done their homework. I put my question. I put myself question. Why my students refuse to do their homework? Because they do not have a book, or they don't understand what I'm teaching them, or what do they do at home. Okay, something. These are some questions that we put in order to solve, okay, our problem. Okay, so what sort of activity do my students prefer for homework? Okay, so most of them, okay, said that they prefer songs. This is what the majority of them said, that they prefer songs because we like singing. Okay, now let's go back to what did this help us to understand, okay? Okay, we discovered that into the classroom environment, the students need to be encouraged. Okay, most of the time there are too many noises. Okay, and they need to be monitored. They are interested when the teacher pays attention to each of them individually, calling, for example, calling them by their name. Okay, they like being involved individually. Okay, they like group work because during this stage, okay, okay, during this stage, okay, they help themselves, each other. Okay. So they finish, not finish. Okay, now it is finished. Zegbe. So now I give the floor to Zegbe. The microphone to Zegbe. Microphone to... Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Chairman Edu. Okay, always concerning this question, what did this help us changes in our feelings about our puzzle? To this question, did you notice any change in your learners as you undertook this exploration? We can say yes. Yes, something changed. We noticed that they have started to be more motivated. They participated. They are more and more involved in the lesson. They became more attentive and raised their hands more to participate. And to the question, did to take into account the answers from the students' questionnaire? The observations of our colleagues helped us solve some problems related to the motivation of the students. In your feelings about the puzzle, yes, there are changes, more collaboration between our learners and us. We found ways to make English more interesting. And this understanding led to planning for action, considering possibilities for action, discussion with colleagues, discussion with mentors. And what possibilities do you consider? We have discussion with colleagues and discussion with mentors. And the action based on our understandings. First, we describe what we did. Changing the types of activities, paying attention to students individually, involving the students in the process of learning, taking into account the answers students gave to the questionnaire, taking into account peer observations. And how did we find out whether this worked? We compared the classroom environments and the students' reaction to Almighty.
Okay, in coming full circle, this part is like a summary of what we have been doing so far. Okay, what we learned from this action. Okay, these actions helped us find some solutions to our puzzle. Okay, which puzzle was, we wonder why our students are not motivated. Okay, and what have been done, okay, so far from the beginning till to the end of our exploration. Okay, we have discovered some things. Okay, first I've said that it helped us find some solution to our puzzle. We found some means to interest the students in the learning process. Okay, through the questionnaires, through self-observations, through peer observations, we discovered many things together, many things that help us, okay, find ways to help the students, okay, to get them motivated. Okay, that's what we wanted. Okay, and also we learned that self-observation and peer observation is, okay, are very necessary in the teaching process. Okay, self-observation, because you discover from yourself that there are something maybe that were wrong. Some were not wrong, but were not appropriate. Okay, and also peer observation, okay, it helps us discover what you cannot discover from your own position. Okay, so these are elements, some elements which help us, okay, discover many things. We also discovered some challenges of the students. Okay, we were not aware before. Okay, we noticed that we have we had been, okay, underestimating students sometimes, okay, but it is not because they are lazy or weak, but it is because they did not have the necessary tools, okay, to do what we were expecting from them. Okay, so this brings us to be creative, to be more creative, to find new ways to design our activities, okay, to do activities which are suitable, appropriate, and which can facilitate the work, okay, for students. We discovered from that nothing is impossible, as we said. Okay, here impossible is to say that if you want, okay, we can do the utmost, we can do our best, okay, even if the result is not exactly what we are expecting, but they can try. Because when they are not motivated, they don't even try. But we notice that, yes, they can try, and most of the time, okay, the result is acceptable, even if it is not what we expected exactly from them. So we know that from now, we must keep motivating students. And anytime we face a challenge, we have to explore to understand why, to try to solve and move ahead. Okay, so we are not going, okay, from that moment to spend times complaining every time, but instead we must try and find solutions, okay, to the problems we must